Hey everybody, I am going to walk you through an exercise today. And this exercise is really important as we go into the book, Girl Wash Your Face. It's really going to set you up to have the right frame of mind, and it's really going to help you connect what we're going to be talking about in the book to your own personal life. So if you're not familiar with the book, Girl Wash Your Face, it's about the various lies that we tell ourselves. We all have things that, we make up in our head. We may have exaggerations, just, feeling down on ourselves and making up these stories about who we are or how people think about us, all that good stuff, or that bad stuff, I guess you could say. And sometimes these lies come from comparison. Maybe we see someone else or have a friend that we really admire something about them and we wish we were like that, and then it makes us feel bad about ourselves because we're not like that, or we're not seeing that quality or characteristic in our own life. Maybe there's, you look at somebody and you're like, gosh, I wish I looked like them. Whatever, it could be any number of things. Those are just a couple examples, but the point is we all have these thoughts that go through our head that are just not true. And when they usually come up is when we are feeling maybe bad about ourselves. Maybe something happened and we're just feeling low self-confidence. Our self-esteem is down. We have days like that. Everybody has days like that. And then maybe something happened with a friend or at work and it just made you feel kind of bad and just kind of like took the air out of your sails. And then here comes all these lies, right? All these lies telling you you're no good, whatever. So what this exercise is for you to challenge the lies that go through your head, okay? So let me walk you through this and it'll make a little bit more sense. So you're gonna get this worksheet here. There's space for you to write 3 different lies, and you don't have to do it in the worksheet. You could just do this in your journal on a piece of paper, but of course we created a cute little worksheet. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna come up with 3 lies that you tell yourself, and I'll talk about that in a second. But on the first line of each here, you're gonna write what that lie is, okay? And then on the second line, you're going to write something a little closer to the truth. And then on the third line, you're going to break it down even further, get even more close to the truth. And so you're going to keep doing that until you come to your truth. So basically you're challenging that lie over and over again and breaking it down until you come to a truth. The power in this is that you are challenging your lies. Now, granted, we all have people, thank goodness, that tell us and try to challenge our lies, right? If you're feeling bad about yourself, our friends or family may be like, no, don't feel that way. You're a great person. They'll try to challenge those lies. But we can sometimes be like, you know what, they're just being nice. And then we don't believe them, right? So it's important that we know how to challenge these lies for ourselves, because that's where the difference is going to be made. So I'm going to be vulnerable and share with you my 3 lies. I did this exercise, probably 6-8 months ago, and maybe almost a year ago. And it was during a time when I was feeling really bad about myself. I don't even remember what happened, but I was just feeling bad, feeling like I was no good, and so then these lies started coming in my head. And so I went through this exercise and it completely changed how I think about these lies since then. So let me tell you, when I say it's powerful, it is powerful. So my 3 lies are, first one, people don't actually truly like me. Second lie, I'm not as smart as other people. And third lie, I need to keep everyone happy. I can't offend anyone. So those are just 3 of the things that tend to come into my head, and they're lies, right? They're exaggerated. They're not factual. And so, but those are things I would end up listening to, right? And so I went through this process and challenged them. So I'm going to tell you how I broke down one of these lies. So my first one was people don't actually truly like me. So on my paper, I wrote that down on the first line. Underneath that, I wrote, well, maybe some people don't genuinely like me. Okay, so that's a little more close to the truth. It's not this broad exaggeration, but maybe there are some people that don't. Okay, that's closer to the truth. And then underneath that, I said, well, there are at least a few people and some people that do like me. Okay, well, now I'm getting even further, close to the truth and turning it to the positive. And then my final statement that I was able to come up with was that I have friends who do like me, and for those who don't, that's okay. I don't have to alter who I am to make them like me. That was how I challenged that lie. Now that may seem really simple, that was really quick, but let me tell you, the process of challenging that lie was not quick and simple. It really made me think. It causes us to really be vulnerable and courageous with what we're really telling ourselves. And when, like I said, when we challenge it for ourselves, that's where it's able to change how we think about that particular lie. So that's my example. For you, when you start this exercise, you're probably gonna have to take a little bit of time to really think about what the lies are that you tell yourself. I feel like the best way to identify that is think back to the times when you're feeling bad about yourself and you have negative thoughts coming in your mind about yourself, okay? Or it could be about other people too. We tell ourselves lies about other people as well. So think about that. What is it that tends to go through your head? And a lot of times it's, like I said, a generalization, an exaggeration. So think about what those are. And it might just be one that you want to focus on. That's okay. But the worksheet has space for 3. So think about what those are and write those down, and then start going through that process of challenging them. Like I said, I feel like it's a really, really powerful exercise, and I think it's really important to do this as we go into the book, because as we're talking about the lies of the first 2 chapters, by you doing this exercise, it's just going to help you be able to then better apply the concepts and the insights in the book. So you're just going to kind of get you in the right frame of mind to be able to really apply what we're going to be talking about in the book. Okay? So do that worksheet as soon as you have a chance to sit down and kind of think through it. Again, I think you'll find this to be really, really powerful. So that's all I have today. We will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.